Hello there, my name is Mark Elliott, and today I want to demonstrate the Excel Webpart, which is part of SharePoint. So without further ado, let's have a look. So we're in our SharePoint site. In this case it's SharePoint Online, which is based on SharePoint 2013. And I've got a Excel document, which I'll show you. And here we have our Excel document, which has various pivot charts in it. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab the URL. That. Then I go back to our home page. Now I put the home page into edit mode. And what I'm going to do now is insert the Excel Webpart. So when I go to insert on the ribbon, click on Webpart. Under business data, there's this Excel Webpart in here. So I'm now going to add that. And the first thing you can see is we need to actually tell it which Excel Webpart we want to connect it to. So I'm going to open the tool pane and select my workbook. So I'm going to select this workbook and insert. So now that we've selected our file, we click on OK. And you can now see that we've actually got a full Excel spreadsheet in here. And I can see the information. In this case, it's about car sales. I can open it in Excel. I can make changes to the document. Let's say there's a scenario where you want people to be able to see this chart without them actually being able to see the information itself. So what we do is we edit the Webpart. And we point to the chart that we want to look at. In this case, it's called Chart 1. Click OK. Now you can see we've actually got the chart available. Now the good thing about this is you may not want the person who is viewing the chart to be able to see the information that's behind it. At the moment, they can open it in Excel and they can make changes. They can look at other parts of the Excel spreadsheet. And we can turn that off. So under here we have the toolbar. I can set that to none. So here we have the toolbar. So I set that to none. Click OK. So that now removes the toolbar at the top so the person can see the information without having access to the underlying data. Now if I want the person to be able to manipulate the data, because a very typical scenario is you create a chart or a report for someone and they immediately come back, say, great information, but I also need to know this. And this toing and froing can consume a lot of time. So why don't we set it up so the user can actually make changes to the information, or to the chart in this case themselves. So what we do is we go down here and we can tick this box here, pivot table and pivot chart modification, and click OK. So remember, we've already created a pivot chart in Excel. Now we're going to give the user the ability to make changes to the information. So for some reason I always find you have to close this and open it again. Now you can see we've actually got this information here. I'm just going to click OK. Move the Webpart out of the way. Minimize. Open. Now you can see here we've got the sales of cars and we've got the brand of car. We've also got sum of prices. It's on the vertical axis. But let's say I want to change it. I want to see how salespeople are performing. Well, very simply, I can tick salesperson, untick make of car. Now I can see how each salesperson is performing over the month, over the course of those 3 months. I may be interested in which car is the most popular by colour. So I can drag colour down here. I'm going to untick salesperson. Now I've got the chart showing me which colours, or how many we're selling of each. If I'm not interested in colour, I might be interested in the actual models. So I can click Make and Model, and it will show me not only the VW is selling this number of units, but also the actual models such as the Beetle and the Passat. So you can see here as a user, it's very easy for me to either tick these boxes or I can drag the information into the relevant spot. I don't have to ring up anyone in IT to make a change. And I can manipulate the groups however I see fit. I can even change the values from sum to number of units. So as you can see, the Excel Webpart is a really powerful tool for generating dashboards for business stakeholders. If you'd like to know more, please visit my website www.melliott.com.au. Thank you.